All right, so let's work through some examples here. Find the focus, directrix, focal diameter, and graph the following parabola. So first let's get into standard form. This is a x equals y squared parabola, so it's going to be y squared equals 4px. Remember, the 4p always goes with the linear term. So let's get the y squared by itself. That's negative 6x. So that means that negative 6 is equal to 4p. Negative 6 is equal to 4p. So let's solve it for p. P is equal to negative 3/2, also known as negative 1.5. So these are all going to have the vertex at the origin. We'll talk about that, shifting it off the origin later. So P is the sign distance to the vertex. So negative would be to the negative would be to the left or down. Those are the negative directions. So which way does this parabola open? Well, this is a x equals y squared. That's not y equals x squared. Y equals x squared is our regular up-down. So this is going to be one of the side-to-side ones. Negative 1.5. So there's the focus. So the focus has the coordinates negative 3/2, comma 0. If the focus is 1.5 to the left, the directrix is going to be the same distance to the right. So the directrix has the equation x equals positive 3/2. And then the focal diameter is equal to absolute value of 4p. Now I could take the absolute value of 4 times negative 3/2, because that's what it is. But remember, 4p is this number right there. So I could just take the positive of that. Basically, it's the number before you take the divided it by 4. You divide it by 4 to get p, well then you multiply by 4 to get this. So it's just going to be 6. So that value helps us graph the focus. Is not part of the parabola, so let's not make it solid. So what this 6 does is it tells us the width of the parabola at the focal point. So it's going to be 6 across. So half of 6 is 3. So 3 of it's going to be on the top. 3 of it's going to be on the bottom. And that kind of gives us our 3 points to graph our parabola. If you want more, you have to do some point plotting. But with those 3 points, I think you can get a pretty good looking parabola. Okay? All right, that's it. Diameter graph. So I got everything we need. Next example. Same type of problem, focus, directrix, focal diameter, graph. So let's move, I guess I got 1/8 x squared equals negative y, I guess. So remember the equation is x squared equals y. Where does the 4p go? It goes with the linear term. So this one is not in standard form yet. We got to move the 8 to the other side. X squared is equal to negative 8y. There we go. So now I can see my 4p. I don't think we have to set up an equation to solve this one. We can just see that p is equal to negative 2. So again, the distance is negative. The p value is negative, so it's going to be to the left or down in the negative direction. This is a y equals x squared parabola, so that's an up-down. So that means focus here, vertex there, down 2 units focus, up 2 units directrix. Focus has the coordinates 0, negative 2. Directrix has the equation y equals 2. Focal diameter has a length of absolute value of negative 8, so positive 8. The width of this parabola is going to be 8 across, so half of it, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, or right and left. I got my left and right mixed up. Flat on the bottom, curls up. Flat on the bottom, curls up. Boom. By the way, we could look at this as a geometric transformation like we've done in the past. I wouldn't recommend this, but if you recall, the base parabola looks like this: over 1 up 1, over 2 up 4. So there's our base parabola. What are the two transformations? Negative reflects it down, and then the 1/8 takes this distance here and divides it by 8. Takes this distance to 4 and divides it by 8. 1/8 of that is going to be 1/2. So we could do this transformationally. It's just, I wouldn't recommend it, right? I mean, nobody likes to stretch these parabolas like that. So, but it is consistent with what we've done with transformations. Of course, it's math. Everything's consistent. All right, second types of problems are, so I call these problems given the equation, find the stuff and graph. The other way to do it is to be given the stuff and find the equation. Find the equation of the parabola. It has a vertex at 0 and a directrix at x equals 4. So they don't tell us to graph it, so we don't have to graph it fancy, but we should at least try to get a visual to see what we got going on here. We'll go 4 in all directions because 4 seems to be pretty important. Origins at 0, 0. There will all be for this section until we shift them off later. Directrix is x equals 4, so that's going to be over here. So if the directrix is 4 units to the right, then the focus is 4 units to the left. And if the focus is 4 units to the left, then that means my p-value is -4. And I also know that this thing is going to open sideways. So sideways parabolas are not y equals x squared. They are y squared equals x. 4p goes with the linear. By the way, I should have started with this. The only thing you need in order to find the equation of a parabola is the p value, the sine distance. And now I know it. So this equation is y squared equals -16x. Okay? Or y squared plus 16x equals 0. I don't know. Nobody cares about that. All right. Find the equation and focus of the parabola in the graph. I give this one because sometimes kids make a common mistake. Nobody in class made it. I was pleased with how, in fact, whenever I kind of said, did anyone do this? They were like, oh, we didn't even think of that. Why do you put these awful thoughts in our heads? I've given this problem on tests where kids kind of just assume, because they've been so used to looking at these focal points and the focal diameters, that they kind of just say, well, this must be the focus, and the focal diameter must be, what is that going to be, 6? But that is obviously not true. If this is if this p-value is 2, which it's not, by the way, this is not the focus, then the focal diameter would be 8, not 6. So that tells us that this cannot be the focal point. You shouldn't assume that it is. It doesn't tell you that it is. It just gives you 2 points on the graph. Okay? So I don't know what the focus, I don't know where the focus is. I don't know what the p-value is. That's what I need to find out. This parabola opens up down. So this is a y equals x squared parabola. Where does the 4p go? On the linear term. Again, I just need to find p. That's all I need to do to get this equation. But I don't know where the focus is at all. However, I do know that this xy point on the parabola is 3, 2. So this is a point, xy, that if I plug into the equation, I should get a solution. I should, it should be true. So let's just do that. So this is 4p times y is 2 equals x squared, which is 3. The only unknown here is p, so we should be able to solve for it. Divide by 4 times 2, and we get p equals 9 over 8, positive. So it's just a little bit bigger than 1, which means if I were to do the focal diameter at that spot, it should be just a little bit bigger than, so if that's like 1 and a little, then this should be 4 and a little. 1, 2 and a little, 3, 4 and a little. Yeah, now it all works out. Equation is x squared equals 4py divide by 4, divide by 4. So x squared equals 9/2 y. This would be the parabola that goes through, that has its origin, vertex at the origin goes through those 2 points exactly. Okay? All right, so that's it for the examples. I did want to talk about what's special about the focus, and yeah, so there'll be one more video on this section.